Welcome. Especially you, because you came last, so that makes you sort of the honored guest. So you can consider all of us your host. This is, as you all know, but for some reason we always say it, Interfaith Community Sanctuary. I wonder sometimes. I think it grounds us. You know, it's like, here we are. We're actually here in this place. Here with our bodies gathered together in one place, which is one of those things that I value more and more. Just the, I'm not sure how to say it, the value of that. The value of that has become so obvious to us, and I think that's a shift in our consciousness that I appreciate. Anyway, we are here, and it is the fourth Sunday. Normally, you would be looking at Reverend Karen Lindquist, who is under the weather and not able to make the service today. So I am the poor substitute. And here we go. Welcome, all of you. And we're going to start off with calling in the ancestors.
Good morning, everyone. I'd like to sing a song for you. Ancestors, I see you sitting in the sky. You are sacred. You are looking at me. I praise you, praise you. You are sacred and you're looking at me. Grandmother, I see you sitting in the sky. You are sacred. You are looking at me. I praise you, praise you. You are sacred and you're looking at me. Grandfather, I see you sitting in the sky. You are sacred. You are looking at me. I praise you, praise you. You are sacred and you're looking at me. Aho.
Good morning. I'd like to acknowledge our First Peoples, and also that the land that not only this building sits upon, but really all the land throughout this continent, both continents, were settled by Native peoples. When I say continents, I mean North and South America. Locally, for Seattle and for a lot of King County, that was the Duwamish people. While the U.S. government has acknowledged their contribution and their ability to hold this land in trust for their descendants and for us who came later, the Duwamish, for some reason, are still not acknowledged. If you are interested in our local Native lore, I'd recommend going to the Longhouse, which is on East Marginal Way, right near Harbor Island. And the website there is realrentduwamish.org. But I'd also like to read this land acknowledgement. We would like to acknowledge that we gather today on the ancestral homelands of the Coast Salish peoples who have lived here from time immemorial. Please join us in expressing our deepest respect and gratitude for our indigenous neighbors, for their enduring care and protection of our shared lands and waterways. Thank you.
And I've been asked to provide this brief offering for the Divine Feminine, which is our wont every week to make an offering to the Divine Feminine. Gentle woman, quiet light, morning star, so strong and bright. Gentle mother, peaceful dove, teach us wisdom, teach us love.
So, I've been asked to say a few words about our discernment for the year and for this month that we've been working on. Our discernment for the year is encountering the Divine Mother. And we've gone through different spheres and different modes of encountering the Divine Mother. So we've been working on this. It's November now. We've been doing this for a while. And this month, we're looking at encountering the Divine Mother as energy. And we'll say more about this later, but today's service, we're particularly focusing on the manifestation of the Cosmic Mother as Pachamama, which is culturally a South American manifestation that we will be, Anita will be sharing with us about. And I'd just like to draw a connection between this and everything else we've been looking at this month in terms of the Cosmic Mother as energy. And I think the main thing I want to say about that is that energy moves. Energy is not static. Energy is, you might almost say, energy is that which moves. And energy changes. So this is particularly the place that we are at today in the world, and with our mother as the Mother Earth, where there's something very imbalanced about the exchange of energy that's going on. And we would like this service today, in whatever small part, to be a step towards healing that. So I'd like to welcome you. But you know, you are us, so you know, you can identify yourself however you want.
Okay. Good morning. My name is Anita. Most of you know me. So Karen asked me, actually months ago, and then fairly recently again, if I could come and talk about an organization called the Pachamama Alliance. So I'm going, as part of the service today, I will be talking about the Pachamama Alliance. But I want to start with, this is something that Karen wrote about Pachamama, talking a little bit more about that. Pachamama is the supreme goddess honored by the indigenous people of the Andes, including Peru, Argentina, and Bolivia. And I would include Ecuador, because that's where the Pachamama Alliance comes from, is Ecuador. Pachamama is referred to as both the physical planet Earth, as well as the universal feminine energy in time and space, the Cosmic Mother. Pacha is an archaic Quechua word meaning universe, world, time, and space. So she is in fact the goddess of all that exists for all time, eternal. She's considered the mother who begets life, nourishes, and protects. And her role as Earth Mother She oversees planting and harvesting and is responsible for the well-being of plants and animals. Offerings are made to her regularly for success in all endeavors. And we're going to be, part of what we're going to be doing today is a ritual and offering to Pachamama. Karen also wrote that the Andean people believe that Pachamama teaches us that work is a supreme virtue. For if we build, create, plant with love in our hearts, our work will be sacred and we will be sacred. In this way, love and work may take us to a state of higher consciousness. So indigenous communities, and I'm going to talk specifically about the Pachamama Alliance, which was started by an indigenous group, the Ashwa. And indigenous communities know and relate to the world as alive, with purpose and meaning, and spirits that offer guidance. So there was, the Ashwa is an indigenous group in the headwaters of the Amazon River. And they're so isolated that it wasn't until the mid-20th century that they had any contact at all with the outside world. They have been completely self-contained. And they are a dream culture. So they pay very close attention to their dreams. In fact, they will get together in a clearing in the morning, every morning, and discuss their dreams from the night before. And they use their dreams to guide them. And so they were beginning to have dreams. They have shamans, and the shamans especially were getting these dreams that told them there was danger coming, and it was coming from the people of the north. They had no idea what the people of the north were like, but they could tell that there was something, they were destroying the earth. And they knew of one person and maybe a couple, they knew of a few people that they had heard of, and they sent out calls to a few people to come and join them. And so in 1995, John Perkins and Lynn Twist, who are the two main founders of the Pachamama Alliance, along with several other people, actually traveled to the Ashwa in Ecuador, and they formed the Pachamama Alliance. And they agreed to help them. And what they asked for, besides helping them fend off the oil companies and the people that they knew were coming, they also asked them to change the dream of the modern world. They said the modern world, it's these people, they're destroying the earth. They don't know what they're doing. They're in a trance. We need to change their dream. So they asked John and Lynn to change the dream of the modern world. And they had a vision about this. And so the Pachamama Alliance, actually, their purpose is to create an environmentally sustainable, socially just, spiritually fulfilled human presence on the earth. No smaller than that. That is their stated purpose. And John said when they asked him to do this, he was like overwhelmed. How can I do that? And so he knew he had to have some help, and they formed this organization. And last year was their 25th anniversary, because it was formed in 1995. One of the things that Lynn Twist said about this is the vision of the people. The vision pulls people towards being who they need to be to fulfill that mission. So if we connect with the mission and connect with Pachamama, actually leads us into what is needed. And that's what they did. They waited, they stood back and they let the Ashwa guide them. They let the spirit guide them in what they needed to do. And they've made changes there, but they've also, if you look on the website, they now have a lot of trainings that are online. That Awakening the Dreamer is a workshop that I used to work with as a facilitator. But they have other things that they do, and most of it right now is online. People also will travel down to Ecuador, and actually they have tours of the Amazon that the Ashwa will lead people on. But when I was looking up information about this, one of the things that John Perkins said, that part of their work was learning to discard the destructive male-oriented hierarchy dream that doesn't respect spirituality. The Pachamama Pachamama Alliance has taken an active role in honoring, supporting, and empowering women and the spiritual side of life. Because part of what they talk about is how we can't just address environmental issues, we can't just address spiritual issues, we can't just address justice, they're all intertwined. We can't, one affects the other. And so that's why they work in all three modes. They work with the spiritual side, they work with environmental issues, and they have been able to stop the oil companies from coming into that part of Ecuador. They work with environmental issues, and social justice is a very important cause. That was an important cause for Lynn Twist before she even got involved with the Pachamama Alliance. They asked them to reflect on the last 25 years and what does the next 25 years mean? And John Perkins said the next step is to come together as a human species. He said, we must learn to join hands, to unite in the same way that the indigenous people in the sacred headwaters of the Amazon have come together to form federations and alliances to save their precious rainforest. We simply must join forces to save life as we know it on this planet. If you're interested in the Pachamama Alliance, there's workshops and other information online, definitely. This bracelet is one of the things that they give out when you go to the Awakening the Dreamer Symposium, which they don't do in person anymore, but.
So, we're going to do a ritual of offering to Pachamama as the cosmic mother. And I think Pachamama basically literally means cosmic mother, yeah? Something like that?
I think it's a very broad.
Yeah, I think, yeah. At least it's not a bad translation. It's close. And we're going to do this by offering offering the four elements and offering our prayers. Part of what we offer is our intention and our thanks. There's this sense of, I mentioned before, of exchange of energy. And one of the reasons we make offerings to Mother Earth is because Mother Earth is constantly making offerings to us. And we want this to be a reciprocal relationship. We want this to be not something where we are just constantly taking, like an infant, but sharing and helping to build relationship, like an adult. And I don't think we're really adults as a species yet, but I think we're on the border of it. I think we're kind of in an adolescent phase where, you know, we're figuring it out. So this is part of that, is building, rebuilding, really, a relationship with the earth. And not, I mean, I want to take the earth in a very large sense, you know, not just the planet, but the whole material universe, and the non-material universe. You know, everything we're presented with, really the cosmos. You know, we're talking about the cosmos. And we do ritual like this to build relationship and to move the energy and to become aware of the energy. One of the problems in this culture is we identify more readily with objects than we do with processes. There's everyone I think knows of the quantum physics experiment that was done early in the 20th century. I'm not a physicist, so, you know, I'm just I'm riffing here. But they found that they were trying to figure out what light was. What was the essence of light? What was the material essence of light? And they found that you could treat light as a particle, or you could treat light as a wave. But you couldn't quantify both of those at the same time. And you know, there's various solutions to this. There's such a thing as wavicles. I'm not sure what that is. But I bring this up because a particle is an object. A wave is a movement. But when we hear this, light is a particle, light is a wave, I think we often just make the wave into an object. You know, like we picture a little wave in our head, which is completely missing the point. You know, the point is it's not a billiard ball, it's the movement of the billiard ball. You know, and this is something we often miss in our own lives, in our relationship with the world, and frankly in relationship with our own bodies, which are much more of a process than an object. We like to believe in the solidity of our own bodies in the same way that we like to believe in the solidity of our identities and our personalities. But if we look at it, it's simply not true. It's simply not true. We are much more a river than a billiard ball. We're much more a movement than a statue. We are our breath, in a way. And I don't just mean the air, I mean the energy that we are processing in and out all the time, recreating our bodies. This is who we are. We are not this, this is very obvious when we die and we stop moving. Body's still there. Nobody's home. Okay. So we're going to do this ritual, and we're going to invoke and offer to the mother the 4 elements, and then there will be a place for anyone to come up and offer prayers, and then we're going to have some time for contemplation with some slow drumming, and then we're going to drink tea and talk about our dreams. Okay? That's the. I think that's what's going to happen. Did you have anything?
Yeah,
Please.
I just wanted to say that the way I look at this ritual, these offerings, is as a way to connect with that energy, because the more connected we are with that energy, the more it can guide us, the more it can help us on the next path to try to work toward healing between peoples and healing of the earth. And this first step is to connect to that energy. It will guide us if we trust.
So, in the middle of our altar, there's a picture of a statue of Pachamama. And this is, I should show it to you for a second. Yeah, you've seen that. And this is actually, interestingly enough, at the Vatican. And Pope Francis invited Pope Francis invited a group of people connected to the worship of Pachamama to the Vatican, and they did the ritual in the Vatican with this statue. So I thought that was a lovely gesture on the part of the Pope. So that's the image that we're using. So let's focus on feeling the presence of Mother Earth in our hearts and here in this place. Our bodies are a gift of the Mother. Our breath is a gift of the Mother. We ask blessing and support from the element of fire. The fire that is within us, the fire that keeps us warm and at a constant temperature inside, the fire that keeps us warm externally, the sun, which is a ball of fire from which we derive our life and all life on earth. We thank you. We thank you, Mother. And we offer this fire. We invoke the element of air. We symbolize air by this last flower, this last rose of the season. We ask for the blessing and support of the element of air. We feel the air inside us as we breathe in, going to every cell in our body. Our thoughts, our dreams, moving on the spirit. We offer these to you, Mother, in thanks and appreciation and hope. We invoke the element of water, of all that flows within us, without us, between us. All that flows on the surface of the earth. All water is connected. All oceans are one. All streams feed the same ocean. We ask for the blessing and support of the element of water. And we offer this water to you, Mother, in thanks and appreciation of all that flows through us, of all of our feelings of joy, our feelings of love, our feelings of appreciation and thankfulness. May we give back to you some of what you have given to us. We invoke the element of earth. We offer branches from this sacred oak and this sacred cedar. We ask the element of earth to bless and support us as we move through life. We ask for healing. We ask to lay our burdens on the earth. And we ask for your blessing. We make this offering to you, Mother, in appreciation and thankfulness.
O sacred womb of love and grace, we can feel you all around us. We lift our hands to touch and bless you, for we are held and carried to this holy place. Blessed be this womb where we can move and dance and dream. Blessed be this womb that holds us safe and warm within. Blessed be this womb, your wondrous love encircles us. Blessed be this womb where darkness folds and nurtures us. Blessed be this womb that feeds our bodies and our souls. Blessed be this womb where we are called to root and grow. Blessed be this womb where we can trust and gently learn. Blessed be this womb where we must struggle, kick, and squirm. Blessed be this womb where life unfolds her mysteries. Blessed be this womb where our truest self is dancing free. Blessed be this womb where we're accepted as we are. Blessed be this womb where we can rest and feel secure.
So now we're going to do a little drumming just to create a space in which we can sit for a while. And while that's happening, please feel free to go to the altar and offer a prayer or offer any sort of object that, although I should say we're going to take this and wrap it up into a bundle and burn it at the end of the ritual sometime today. And so don't put anything on it that can't be burned. But if you wanted to put write something on a piece of paper, whatever you like, that's available. And while we sit, oh, actually, no, we'll do that in a bit. We'll serve tea in a sec. So, yeah, let's just move into that and feel the energy that we have invoked here and feel the connection with Mother Earth.